All right, folks, welcome to another episode of Math with Dr. Math. We're going to take a look at the skills needed to succeed today. All right, so we're going to look at how to multiply, right, how to FOIL a binomial here, but one of these terms is a radical. So let's take a look here. All right, so we have, how many of these? We have two of them, so we need to make sure that we write them out. So I have square root of n plus 4 plus 1 times the square root of n plus 4 plus 1. So again, no, you cannot take shortcuts. You cannot just square the first number plus and then square the second number. That's not how this works. We've talked about this many times. So you actually have to write two of them because we need to multiply this out. All right, so here we go. We're going to multiply the square root of n plus 4 times the square root of n plus 4. Before you do this, let me help you out. We talked about how the square root of 2 times the square root of 2, that's just 2. We discussed how the square root of x times the square root of x is just x, right? If we had the square root of x plus 1 times the square root of x plus 1, then we already know that's just x plus 1. The game doesn't change here. The rules don't ever change on us. So for that reason, when I multiply the square root of n plus 4 times the square root of n plus 4, that just gives us n plus 4. All right, so that's our first piece right there. All right, if you have any questions, just make sure you like the video. I'm just kidding. So next, we have the square root of n plus 4 times 1. Well, 1 times anything is itself. So that just leaves us with 1 square root of n plus 4. Nice. All right, continuing. We're going to multiply that middle product right there. So again, we have 1 times the square root of n plus 4. That's 1 square root of n plus 4. Perfect. And now we just have 1 times 1, which is 1. All right. So if I look here, if I examine things, take a look. Man, I have like terms right there. And then I could also combine this 4 with that 1. So let's rewrite this. Let's combine like terms. Let's combine like terms. So we end up with m. How many square roots of n plus 4s do we have? We have 1, 2. So plus 2 square root n plus 4, right? All we do is we add those coefficients. So if that was a 3 and if that was a 5, then I would have an 8 right here. So you always just add the coefficients, right? This always stays the same. And then we have the 4 plus this 1. Those are our constants. So there you have it. Okay, so this skill right here is going to play a huge role today when we end up solving radical equations. All right, so make sure you take good notes. Make sure you tell yourself a story so that this makes sense. Again, this doesn't make sense to you, it's garbage. How was that? Clear?